friends, thanks for joining me today. So for the next few weeks, I will be featuring cards that I've made using the sketches found here in the new annual catalog. You can find those on page 22. And it's really cool because basically you'll look at these sketches and use your own interpretation to make a card from it. So I think that's a great idea. My only gripe with this is it's really small. I wish they had done like a full page and added all these to that page so that they're bigger. But it's really nice. It's a good inspiration. So let me show you one, and this will be doing a card based on this inspiration. So this is the one that I'm using here. I hope you can see that. And my interpretation was to do this. And I use the Spotlight on Nature Stampin' Dies. Actually, yes, the dies too, because they're the circle dies. And I colored this with my Stampin' Right markers instead of Stampin' Blends. And then when you open the inside, I just stamped in the corner and didn't color that. So very basic. And again, I used one of the sketches. I used this sketch right here, and see how they have the rectangle? I opted to do it as a circle. So it's just an inspiration. So we'll be doing that for our card today as well. Before we get started on the card, I want to let you know about the online exclusives that are beginning today. What are online exclusives? They are only online. You will not find these in the catalogs. And Stampin' Up will be introducing, is it 2 or 3 a year? I think it's 3 per year that they'll be doing. So every quarter they'll be introducing a new set. So these sets are, this one's kind of cool because the designer paper is, you've got Christmas, you've got like celebration, wintry themes, and you have fall, and then you have Valentine's Day anniversary, 4th of July. So I think this paper is very versatile. You'll be able to use it all year round. And it has a coordinating stamp set, which is called Iconic Imagery. And same thing, it's got your sentiments are, you know, could be for anything. Celebrate could be birthday. It doesn't have to be Christmas, or it could be Christmas, or it could be anything. Think Hanukkah also. So, and it also, if you do the suite, it comes with the adhesive backed, I'm reading this because it says pecan pie and clear ribboned adhesive gems. I'm not sure what that means. It's hard to see in the picture. So maybe there's like little designs going through the gems. Then we have our frayed ribbon, which I think this is a returning item, it looks like. I think I have this ribbon. Then we have our dies and our stamp set. And for the whole set, the suite is $67.50, or if you just want to get the stamps and die sets, that's a savings of, so that's $38.50 when purchased together. And from June 5th, beginning today, through the end of June, June 30th, you can get an additional 10% when you're purchasing a stamp and die set. So this is $38.50. You'll get an additional 10% off that. So you'll get an additional $3.85 off of that. And the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine will also be available for an additional 10% off. So great deals. If you don't have the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, this is the perfect time to get it. You can get like $12.80 off of it. Okay, the next exclusive is more of a wintry, seasonal type theme to me. Fall also it could be. It has these beautiful designer series papers, Seasons of Green, and it also has this vellum with some leaves and whatnot on it. This one has, you have the option of getting the 2 bundles, and for the suite, where's the price on the entire suite? Here it is, $153.25 will get you the stamp, the dies, same thing, and then you have the ribbon, some embellishments, And this is another set that will also be introduced, everyday greetings. So this is really cool. One thing I want to caution you though, if you're purchasing this as a suite, you won't get that additional 10% off from June 5th through June 30th. You need to separate that. You need to purchase these, the stamp and dies together, and then you can add these on afterwards. And there's really not the only savings you're getting is on the stamps and dies anyway. So I would, you know, during this time, I would definitely purchase those just as the stamps and dies. All right, so today I am featuring a new set, which won't be, so I'm giving you a little sneak peek. It won't be available to my customers until, I believe, September 1st. It's called Winterly Treetops. We have as demonstrators, we have the opportunity to go to what's called Creativity Now. That's only for demonstrators. So if you're interested in joining my team, now's a great time to do that. And you'll be able to order this ahead of time. And you can get an additional 10% off, which I didn't because I ordered it the beginning of May. But that's okay. So I have it now. I have it to play with. I love the dies. The stamps are pretty. We've got some pretty birds. Yeah, I know, I'm not a bird person. I'm trying. So, and then the designer series paper is really pretty. And what's nice about that is that the dies, the coordinating dies, will cut out the paper from the paper. So we have this little guy here. We'll cut this, right? And then we have the bigger one with the two birds, and that will cut this one out. So I think that's really cool if you don't want to color it, which that's what I'm doing today. And as you can see, what I do is I cut out a little piece of the birds that I wanted, and then I die cut it. Okay. So let me show you what the paper looks like, the designer paper. Again, we're featuring cute little birds. I think they're blue jays and cardinals probably, and maybe even bluebirds. I don't really know my birds because I'm not a bird person. So we have this one, and then let me show you the back side. Really cool. This one's really pretty. I think this is kind of cute with the little birds, right? And we got pine cones. And then the other side is garden green. This is the one I showed you. The other side is pool party. And then we have our birch tree. And there's also with this set, you can get the embossing folder, which is one of those big ones, the 6x8 I think they are, or 6x7. So very cool. And this will be perfect for making scrapbook layouts, which I need to get back into making. So we'll start playing with that soon. And this is a little more subtle pattern. Then we have some pussy willows, I think those are. And the back side is some wood textures. All right, so let's set this aside. Now I've done most of my die cutting and you know, putting together because I wanted to show you all that information. So I'm using cherry cobbler today, which is your basic cardstock cut at 5.5 by 8.5, scored in the middle at 4 1/4. I have a piece of Very Vanilla, which is 4 inches by 5 1/4. Then, as I mentioned, I did do some die cutting. So I want to show you the die that cuts out those, I guess pine leaves they are. So I thought that the die would cut out the edge. It doesn't. So you want to have your cardstock piece that's cut down. This is 3.5 by 5 inches is the size of this die. So you want to have that perfectly for your layering piece, and then you can trim down. So I need to do some trimming on this because it won't cut the edge. Okay, then what you're left with is you're also left with this, and what I plan to do with this is on my basic not basic gray, very vanilla piece, I will do some ink blending on here with my brushes, my blending brushes. And then I have this that I die cut out. Now I also die cut this from the basic white cardstock, just so it was a little more sturdy. This will be going on the front, but I did die cut that out of the paper as well. All right, let's start putting this together. First, let me trim this down. I'm going to use my scissors to just cut the edge off. Because there's such a little edge, it probably won't cut on the paper cutter. And I'm glad I'm using these and not my ribbon scissors, because there's some glue that it looks like it oozed from my cardstock layer. Not surprised. So it's sticky. All right, and then this bottom part I can trim. So let's see, we'll measure that up to 5 inches, and then we'll cut that bottom part off. Perfect. I'll save this for another card to trim just a little bit more off the top. These scissors are getting dull. All right, so I think we're done with the paper cutter. To move this out of the way. And do I have a scrap paper? Yes, I do. Okay, good. So what I want to do first is I'm going to do some blending with the blending brush. So I'm using Garden Green in my blending brush. Open that up. Get some color on, block that off. Let's see, let's do it from this side. Since I'm right-handed, it makes it easier. And I want to try to get it so it doesn't have like a sharp edge. All right, let's see. I'm just going to add a little bit of color here, just to make it a little more interesting. You can also use designer paper on the edge, or don't do anything. And I'm going to stay away from the top part because I'm just going to put the little bird up there anyway. Come and add a little more. So you could use this as a stencil. Let me see what it looks like. Oh yeah, doesn't that look pretty? I really like that. I think that looks awesome. So I'll save that as my stencil. I'll put it with my dies. All right, let's set that aside. We'll close this up. And while I'm doing some stamping, let me bring this piece back in. I'm going to stamp on my Very Vanilla strip, and this is just a piece of scrap. I'm using Thinking of You Always. We'll be stamping that in our cherry cobbler. Just want to stamp it one, make sure that I'm straight. Okay, and we'll stamp this. I hate it when I do that on the white because then I can't see the top of the paper. That's good though. Oh, a little crooked. All right, let's do that again. Yes, much better. Okay. Trim this down. This side. Okay. Trim a little off the bottom. Just a little bit. All right, now we can put the card together. So let me start by adding this to the inside. So Creativity Now, I was talking about that earlier, is on June 22nd. So if you become a demonstrator before that time, you can probably take advantage of that. And you'll be able to order the set so that you could stamp along. Employees from Stamping Up will be doing demonstrations for us. I'm just going to put this little guy right up here. He looks cute up there. Or should I put him down here? I'm going to put him up here because just to hide some of that space. So it's really fun. What they do is they'll have demonstrations. They'll talk about, you know, how Stamping Up is doing. They will also, I think they also do a DJ, which is really cool. I think they use the same guy. His name is DJ Digabeat. Really cool. I got to see him also in person at our convention this past March, and he was amazing. I mean, really gets you down and like dancing, and I'm not a dancer, so you know, I didn't do too much dancing. But really great guy, a lot of energy. So he'll probably, I think we'll do something like this. I just want to angle these a little. He'll probably be doing the music in between sessions. Which way do we go? This way? No, we want to go this way. To trim this. So if you're interested in joining my team, I'd love to have you join. The cost is $99, and you get to choose $125 worth of product, and it's free shipping. So it's a great time to join, great deal. Should I back this on? No, I'm not going to do that. Okay, let's put this down. I was going to put this down with dimensionals, but I think I'll just lay it flat. I've been trying to make my cards more flat since postage rates, I think, have either gone up or they're going up in July. So the less weight, the better, right? Weight, bulk. So I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you like the idea in the catalog where you'll be able to use the sketches? I think that's a great idea. You know, sometimes you just don't know what you want to do, and those sketches are going to be so helpful. And yeah, you know, get those juices flowing. I want to put one more right over here. Just don't want to go on that side. Okay. No, let's keep that out. And I'd also love to hear your thoughts. Do you want me to do the sketches, or would you rather I just do, you know, other types of cards? I'm doing this for you, not for me. Well, it is for me too, but I love to hear from you what you think about it as well. Okay, so we'll do that. Let's put some dimensionals on our sentiment layer. I think just 2 is enough. We'll add a little bit of bling. So, all right, what should we do? Should we do, I think I want to do this one. Put one there. Let me do a little one right over here, right? And then we'll put another big one down here. Okay. So there you go. Where's my other card? There it is. And let's show you so here is my cards. So it's just basically taking, you know, this layout and kind of making it your own, right? It doesn't have to be exactly like this. It can, but you want to just use your own creativity, I think, and make them yours. So thank you for watching my video today. I'd love to hear from you. Please be sure to leave me a comment and like this video, share it with your other crafty friends, and if you're not a subscriber to my channel, please consider subscribing. To those of you that have subscribed, thank you so much. If you have questions about any of the products that I showed you today and would like to order, certainly you can contact me. My information is in the video description, or it's in the description below the video. Until next week, friends, have a great day. Thank you. Bye-bye.